Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the number is 904-549-9024. We're going to start right off the bat. We need you people to start calling and giving us something to talk about. We're just talking about the same things over and over again, it seems like. So we need some personalized stories right here on the Slack Doctors. I am Dr. Chip.
I am Dr. Bob.
And I'm producer Dino in Apex, North Carolina, still here. Yeah,
that is correct. Yep. You may have noticed we kind of missed an episode. Dino was a little busy taking care of Dad up there.
Yep.
So we had to take a little time off. We'll catch up.
A little summer
I was
hiatus.
actually thinking, Dr. Bob, about we were just discussing the fact that we could probably float this Riverside by ourselves. We might be able to do a makeup episode of like maybe a mystery science theater kind of thing. I actually I don't know why, but it's on my feed again. I saw something about there's apparently a book that weird movie, The Beach, was based on. That's even weirder and more horrific than that silly movie. I saw about a 15-minute video on the alternate ending that was just even more weird than. I don't even remember the ending now, but that was just such a weird. But anyway, we could do a makeup episode and do MST, something like that.
I like it when they release movies with multiple endings. Usually it's only like a director's cut or something like that, and you don't get to see it until after the fact. But sometimes they even release it with different endings in theaters. And I think they do that with that movie Clue. The movie about all the murders in the house. I think they released that with different endings, so that depending on when you saw it or where you saw it, somebody else did it. You know what I mean?
Well, they do a lot of test screenings and then come back and change the ending. I think they did that with, I want to say maybe Star Wars and something else, some pretty big movies that they test screened it with a different ending and then changed it. Like, oh, okay, no, we can't let everybody die or something like that.
You guys ever see
there's
that
a bunch
movie,
of them that they test them out and they're like, oh no, nobody liked that ending.
Did you ever see that movie, The Butterfly Effect?
Yeah.
They released that with different endings because the one that the guys wanted, and the one I think that was most people saw, it was so dark and so depressing at the very end.
It is pretty
extremely. I mean, it's an extremely dark movie anyway throughout the whole thing. But the ending, I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, even though it's pretty old. But the ending is rough, man.
I don't even remember the ending.
You guys watch a lot of movies, I can tell.
Yeah, I guess.
I have to be in a certain mood to watch movies, and that doesn't come around very often.
I gotta say, I haven't seen a lot of the recent movies at all lately. I've been, it's funny. Somebody had posted The Odyssey on X, and I was getting ready to watch it, and then it clipped off for some reason. I guess somebody figured out they weren't supposed to be or something.
Right.
I was getting ready to watch that.
You were officially done with it. They kicked you off for good or something the last time you talked to me about
Facebook.
X. Oh, okay.
That's Facebook. Well, I'm timed out. They said you had 6 months to dispute whatever the charges, whatever they said I did, which I have no idea. So now I'm out. I don't know.
Oh, so it wasn't,
I'm wondering if I tried to even make a new account, I'm sure they'd still want me to upload an ID. So I don't think I
guess,
could,
yeah.
Which is why
you were out when Growth Professor Studios, you guys joined the studio. So it's been almost a year.
Yeah, it was about 6 months when they sent me that.
But I thought it was a 6-month sentence. I didn't realize it was a 6 months to dispute it, or it was permanent. Like seems like completely different.
If you can't upload your photo ID to Facebook, you can't get on it. So I couldn't get on it. I mean, we tried. Dr. Bob was here with his high-tech smartphone, and
I took a picture of it with a Pixel 10. Like, it's a good camera. You know what I mean? It's a great, it's a modern smartphone. It's got all the amenities.
They just don't want me on there or something. I don't know. Who knows? But I got to tell you, I've had an interesting last couple of days. The last 2 days, maybe even 3, I've been getting just teased and edged with like some rain. It'll start thundering and lightning and get dark, giant clouds. Not a drop of rain.
Dude, you want rain? Come up here. It rains every day.
Yeah, I'm sure. I can see it. I can see a couple of miles away raining every damn day, but not here.
It's
My
been raining
pool-
for a week here.
Oh, no shit.
We
My
need it
pool
badly up here.
is so hot. I got in
Yeah.
it the other night after coming home in the middle of the night. It was like, Jesus Christ. It's like I don't even take a shower that hot. It was crazy. It's so hot. It so desperately needs rain. And the last 2-3 days, it's like, oh, finally, we're going to get some. Nope. Not a drop. God damn.
Yeah, no, the frogs are going crazy. Duck Alley has been full. It rains every day.
I mean, I guess I imagine that's why it must have been wild living down here before. I mean, because you can't, these guys obviously spend a shit ton of money watering all that stuff outside, because we don't have enough rainfall
Mhm.
to support all that stuff.
Right.
So, but living down here back in the day when you must have just lived in sand and then, grew all your crops out west because it don't rain here for shit. Same thing
Yeah.
when I used to hang out on Singer Island a lot. It never rains on Singer Island. Very rarely. I don't know what the annual rainfall is, but I'm sure it's very low there. Something about there. We'd play volleyball there and you could see it coming. Everybody else in their right mind would go, shit, we're going to get rained on. And those of us that had been there for 10, 15 years, just playing volleyball all the time would be like, nah, it's probably not going to make it here. It's not going to rain here. And it didn't.
Yeah.
Now I'd to go back home to West Palm, I'd drive through the rain to get home. It'll be raining there, but not on Singer Island. That's funny too, because every once in a while I'd be at home thinking, man, I really want to go play volleyball, but it's raining. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. Check the radar. Oh, it's beautiful up there. You head up there and the sun's out. Get out on the beach and go back home. It's raining with cats and dogs. It's crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, the rain in Florida, they can hit you while you're driving is unlike any. Now, granted, I've never driven out west, so I don't know what it's like out there. But, from here to as far north as Ohio, many, many, many trips back and forth, many rainstorms. Nothing comes close in those states to what you get in Florida. Like
the problem in the
frequently
West,
whiteout rain, like a blizzard, but rain where you literally can't see the end of your hood.
Yeah, it's pretty
big problem.
bad.
Big problem out west and Midwest is usually hail. When you
I've seen a lot of videos about it.
Like driving through a rock storm. Did I even leave any? Did anybody else have any interesting news about their week? We had an extra long week this week.
Yeah, no, nothing really interesting. I've been waiting
you were
for
over on the West Coast though for a while, right?
Just a day. I just went over there for one day to see my sister. Yeah, it was pretty uneventful.
Right. Did it rain over there?
No, not that day.
That's interesting. And you say
Dogs
it's
were happy
raining
to
up
see
there.
me.
Raining up there in North Carolina, huh?
Yeah, for the past week, and they really need it here. It really poured. It poured really bad. And I figured I'd let everybody know I'm actually going to be moving from South Florida to North Carolina, just outside of Raleigh, and to be closer to my dad. My dad just went into an assisted living area, and I hooked up, ironically, with a guy who worked at another radio station in Orlando when I was doing mornings there in Orlando. He is running a radio station here, and they want me to come on board and do some on-air work. So I'll be doing that when I'm not doing the podcast with you guys. So pretty exciting.
A lot of people during COVID, especially, and right after COVID, sold and relocated up to there. I know the guy used to work on my motorcycle. He had a little shop in Boca. He got like $800,000 for his house, some like 3-2 somewhere, basic house in Boca.
Yeah.
And he said he bought a mansion on a farm or something like that up in Tennessee or South Carolina or somewhere like that. And he's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And he can do the same thing up there. They got the Dragon Tail up there. I'm sure he's got a ton of bikes to work on. And it's like, we're out.
Yeah. I think you get a little bit more for your money in this area.
Yeah, certainly right now.
Yeah, North Carolina does that. They do have state tax. I don't know if they do city tax where you're at, but as far as income tax, that was one of the benefits of Florida. There's no state
True.
income tax.
That's true. Absolutely.
I have never had to deal with any state income tax. That's got to be odd.
Yeah,
you file at the same time as
some
federal?
places some places you get hit with state and city.
When I was in Cincinnati, I had to pay city tax when I was on the radio there. Yeah.
You have to file it like federal taxes or something?
Yeah,
Federal, city,
Yeah. I
state.
think in Charlotte you have to pay a tax every year on your pets, your registered pets. It's like you literally pay a tax on your dog.
Oh
That's
my
insane.
God. That's
So
crazy.
why would you register it then?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know what. I never owned a pet when I lived. Well, I had a cat, and I guess it didn't apply to cats because I never let it outside. But I don't know what the ramifications or why you would want to or feel any need to register a pet. I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting factoid. Weird law, weird tax. It's another way to get some money out of you.
Right. But before we get in any voicemails or clips or anything, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Britain has now entered the Iran war.
Really?
Yeah.
On our side?
That's really a good question.
Or are they trying to reestablish BP like they did in the beginning? Where kind of the start of the problem of all of this was
that they're on, to tell you the truth. But yeah, we're slowly descending into World War III. It's definitely going to be it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. The escalation doesn't seem to going to stop.
Yeah, I guess we didn't hit them hard when we first started.
Well, here's the other wild thing is I guess they're letting the Saudis do something nuclear. A lot of people are saying they're letting them have a nuclear bomb. Other people are saying they're just letting them have nuclear power or something, but they're letting the Saudis basically enter the nuclear fray. Like who's going to get the, Israel's now got a bomb. Iran more than likely going to have a bomb if they don't already, because there's really no reason for them not to now. I mean, why
Pakistan has.
Yeah, I mean, Pakistan probably could give them one. Saudis are now going to have a bomb. It's just going to be lovely. And, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing is all these people, especially on the right, that are pissed off at Mandami for getting elected mayor, are all excited about the fact that the Saudis have got this nuclear deal. And the reason they got the nuclear deal is because they joined the Abraham Accords, whatever bullshit that is. So all these people are dancing around like it's a victory dance. And I'm like, wait a minute. The Saudis are the ones that brought down the Twin Towers. That's like 3,000 American people they killed. And you're going to give them the nuclear bomb? Wait, this doesn't make sense. Square that circle.
I hope everybody else took advantage like I did of the Steam sale and bought the cheap Fallout games, because playing those is probably going to be a really good way to train yourself for the potential future.
Who knows?
Get yourself
a Pip-Boy. You and I know we don't want to survive it. I hope if they say it's all the shit's breaking loose, I'm driving right towards Pratt and Whitney because I know there's going to be a bomb there. They head right towards that way and hope the incineration comes quickly. Anyway. So what do we, did we have any voicemails?
I think there's two.
I think it's been like a quiet week. I had to have left.
I think we have two. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Well, I think part of the reason that this claim that Trump is making, China somehow hacked 200 million electors or voters or something, data or something, that can't be true. We haven't even passed the SAVE Act yet. I mean, when the SAVE Act gets passed, then they'll be able to do that all day. But I mean, we haven't passed the Make It Hackable Act yet. There has to be bullshit.
Yeah, another blatant hypocritical claim that China's stealing our data. Of course they are.
It did pass though, didn't it?
I don't know. I mean, what does any of this stupid shit mean?
But I swear I saw something about it passing, and they also piggybacked some sort of permanent attachment to Israel as far as the military is concerned. Backdoored it in. I think it was Section 219 or 291. Could be a little dyslexic there.
I mean, I don't know if it passed. Well, I mean, I think Trump still has to sign it.
Well, yeah, but
I don't
that's
know.
going to happen. I mean, by past, I think it made it through the House and the Senate.
Yeah, I think you're right. But what are you going to do, man? It's like, I like people going crazy about that on X all the time, and I just keep replying with, "Hey, man, you can't blame me. I voted for Ross Perot." And then every other response is, "We told you to vote for Ron Paul 30 years ago." I don't know what to tell you.
I can't hear the name Ross Perot without just seeing Dana Carvey. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Crack her head.
Can I finish?
Cracker
and then him
boy.
riding Chris Farley around like a pig and making him squeal. Jesus. Oh, good times.
It was pretty hilarious.
We might have to edit in a little piece of that, but like less than 8 seconds, I think.
We ought to play
Just
some
can't
old.
finish?
We ought to play some old debates with Perot and was it Bill Clinton and H. Bush? Was it those three?
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it?
think
Yeah,
it was Clinton.
I
And
think
Bush.
it was.
yeah.
They say, I mean, I guess that's what happened with, that's why all our elections are rigged, basically, towards the uniparty. A third party candidate has no chance. Well, and as long as elections count on money, there are, but yeah, third party candidates, all the other, the uniparty, all those, all the candidates get all their donations matched by the government in the uniparty, but not the third party. Any of the third parties, you get whatever money you can get from, grandma and, whoever. And that's it. That's
it's
all
not
the
a
money
vote,
you
it's
get.
an auction. It's all done by lobbying and the money spent.
But the reason they changed it to that because of Ross Perot, because what happened is they really wanted Bush to win, but Ross Perot split the vote. And they were like, and Ross Perot scared the shit out because he got a lot of votes.
He did.
He scared the shit out of the system. They were like, oh shit, they might actually beat us with a third party. It's getting to that point now, where you got Tucker and Elon and people like that talking about a third party. But I'll say it again. Political parties are for beta cucks. You just, you don't have to be in a party. Just be a frickin' American.
Right.
But whatever. Anyway.
All right. We got one more voicemail.
After watching the Stephen A. Smith, Tucker Carlson debate, I just have this weird feeling Stephen A. Smith is just a Jew in blackface. I mean, look at him, paint his face white and look at him. He's a Jew.
As offensive as that sounds.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And it does.
Backpedal. Let's hear it.
It is. It's offensive. But I mean, it's true. Look at him. If he was an old white guy, oh yeah, that guy's Jewish. I mean, you can't deny it if you look at him. But what are you gonna do? He looks like, as a matter of fact, who was Eddie Murphy? Remember when he played the old Jewish guy by putting on white face?
Oh yeah.
You could put him in, you wouldn't even have to use any other makeup than the white face. And you got him, he could have been that Eddie Murphy character. But anyway, yeah. I mean, did you see? You didn't happen to see that in that interview, did you?
No. I
Tucker
can't even
put a
picture
spanking
who
on that
Stephen
boy.
Smith is, to be honest.
What's that?
I can't even picture who Stephen Smith is, to be honest.
Dude, he's this guy that's you know who he is, right, Tina?
Yeah, I do.
He's a sports guy.
Yeah, he was on Hannity a week ago or so, and I just happened to be flipping through the channels, and I like watching him on the sports stuff, so I stayed, and that was kind of interesting. They were shouting at each other.
Yeah, he's a sports guy. He's a basketball guy, and he's somehow gotten popular enough where he thinks he can kind of interject himself into politics. And dude, Tucker fucking Tucker fucking beat his ass. So right at the end of this big long interview he did with Tucker, he goes, well, there's just a couple other things I wanted to talk to you about. And it's about platforming these extremists like Nick Fuentes. And he goes on and he kind of rails at him, and Tucker's there like, it's funny. I've spoken to many extremists, like Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz, and these people advocate for the murder of children and women that haven't done anything to anybody, and nobody says shit when I put them on a platform, you know. But this guy Nick Fuentes, he's he's a podcaster. What's he gonna? He hasn't done anything. It's he schools them hard. It's hilarious. Anyway.
So did you get the impression that what's his name? Carson? No. Who are you talking about?
Tucker Carlson?
Tucker Carlson.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, Tucker.
Did you get the idea that Tucker doesn't like Smith?
No, not really.
Okay.
I thought they got along pretty good. I mean, he just kind of spanked him on a couple of issues. And I mean, Stephen Smith, I mean, to his credit, just kind of sat there with his mouth open like a,
yeah.
And then kind of went, oh, okay. He didn't really push back very much. He just kind of like moved on something else or whatever. So,
yeah.
I mean, he's a sports guy. Come on.
I heard some people talking about him running for president.
Well, but it's like, I mean, he had some, that's like saying we should run for president. I mean, he had a couple of common sense takes on a few things. Doesn't mean you should run for president. It's like, no, sorry. That doesn't qualify you. You're not. But anyway. All right. What else we got?
Let's see. You sent me a pretty.
That's like saying Tucker Carlson should run for president. I'm like, a lot of people are saying that. I'm like, no fucking way.
All right, this is an interesting video of a traffic stop that you sent.
The reason why I asked you guys to pull over is because 3 of your buddies have pursued off from me. So you guys all ramped on together at 89. So I want to see what's going on with the 3 that decided they just take off. I lit them up and everything. 120 miles an hour, gone. Passing on the shoulder.
Can't tell you what they're thinking.
Okay, well, what's their names?
So this guy apparently and a bunch of bikes all got onto the freeway at the same time. And she, lit up the ones that were speeding. They took off. She couldn't get them. This guy pulled over because she pulled him over, lit up. And it's, as this develops, can you pull somebody over? It's not like they're all wearing jackets that match that say the name of a bike club or something on the back of it.
Look, as a longtime motorcycle rider, you're guilty by association. You're not they just know you're a douchebag because you're on a motorcycle. It's like, the ultimate profiling.
But it truly is quite possible to ride with guys that you only know because you ride, like that's all you know about them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You might not even know their last name. You might only know them by a nickname. Like, I don't know who that guy is. In a similar story, I used to do a lot of jet skiing. I remember one time getting stopped by like a Marine Patrol, jumping wakes and stuff like that. But I was doing it fairly safely, even though I was on a stand-up jet ski and this other guy was on a sit-down. But they were apparently were all pissed off at the other guy. And they're like, "Who's your buddy? Who's that guy?" And I'm like, "I don't know who the hell that guy is. What are you talking about? I don't know who he is." Right now, that's an even more believable situation that you wouldn't know who that guy is because people are jet skiing here because there's fucking water here.
Looked like we were riding together. But it was just because we were just happened to be the same place around, jumping kind of like the same wakes. So he was like, "Who's your buddy?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know who that guy is. we're just jet skiing. I don't know."
So this guy that got stopped here on the motorcycle, he was probably in the pack where they were speeding, I'm assuming.
Well, there's more of them than him pulled over, right? There's like 2 or 3
but I don't
believe,
as we continue to watch, I don't believe this guy was speeding. But let's let it play out a little bit more, and then we'll pause it and do some more commentary.
I want to know.
I can't tell you that either.
You don't know them?
No,
You don't want to tell me.
Just explain it to you.
What's that?
I just know him from riding.
Okay. Alright. Can I get your guys' IDs, please?
For what?
I'm stopping you.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay, well, I have to note that I stopped you.
No.
So you're not going to give me
Okay,
ID.
noted.
Now, that's a problem.
Can we
That's
go
no
now?
problem.
So I'm
You all that I have to show you my ID. I haven't done anything wrong. What have
Are
I
you
done
going to
wrong?
stay here?
All right, so I'm almost positive that in every state, and I know this is true for Florida, if you're operating a motor vehicle and you're asked by a police officer to show identification, you have to do so.
Yeah.
The question here is, did she have the right to pull him over in the first place if he wasn't in speeding? And in fact, if he got on with a group of bikes, 2 or 3 of them took off, and him and whatever these other people are, because there's more than one bike behind him. So he's not the only guy that pulled over, I don't think.
Well, not only that.
I think that's the thing that we don't know is, was he in the pack? Was he speeding?
Well, they know. He knows. And guess what else knows? That camera that's running right now. There would be this wouldn't be happening. This guy would be going, here's my ID, if that camera wasn't there. And he knows that, we weren't doing anything wrong. That's the only thing he's got to stand on. He may be obligated to show her his license, but he, in fact, knows that they weren't doing anything wrong, and it's on camera.
Yeah, but if they get stopped and they're operating a motor vehicle, they have to show.
But that's what I'm saying. This wouldn't even be a conversation if it weren't for that camera.
But
that's
if
the only reason he's even trying.
If the only reason she pulled him over is because she thinks he has information about the guys that were speeding, assuming he was not speeding, is that a legitimate stop?
Well, I think they still have to show their ID.
At this point,
here's what I would have done.
Yeah, they still have to show their ID. And is she going to issue a ticket? Is she issuing them a ticket? Is she just getting their ID and giving them a warning? Don't speed. If you have friends that run 90 miles an hour, get rid of them because you're going to get a ticket.
Here's what I would do. And this is where it brings up another issue we've talked about before about whether a cop can enforce or not enforce the law. I would, knowing that I didn't do anything wrong and it's on camera, I would hand that woman my driver's license and go, I'm going to have to insist you cite me for whatever you're pulling me over for.
And she'll write you a ticket. I don't know.
For what? And then I take it to court and I sue the dog shit out of her.
Right. There's a lot of missing parts to this.
Let's let it play out some more and see if we get any more information.
All right.
Don't argue with me.
Because what have I done wrong?
I stopped
What
you
have I done that you?
because you guys are all riding in
I've done
the
nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Right, we have 3 of the riders. If you could serve me this one. Look, man, I just want to write down your license. That's it. I'm not trying to write you a ticket. Just be cool with it.
I understand.
Okay, stop it real quick.
Okay.
Now she's kind of screwed up.
Yeah,
now they don't have to give her the license.
She has, and nowhere would I ever say what she said.
Yeah,
and he's got it on camera. So
there's 2 guys behind him. So she pulled 3 of them over.
I don't understand some cops sometimes. I just don't. So he brings this video to court. If she's going to write a ticket, she's obviously not going to. But this
that's what I'm
guy saying, I'm not going to give you.
We agree on that. So he should just give him the ID. If she wants to give him a ticket, take the ticket. Take the ticket in the video to court.
At this point, he's just refusing to give her the ID.
Right.
Correct.
Which is,
but
of
only
course,
because
escalating the situation.
He knows he hasn't done anything wrong.
Right. All right. Well, let's go a little bit more.
Yeah, she admitted.
What have I done?
What's that?
Have you gone?
No.
I'm detained? I'm detained then?
Yes.
For what? For what crime was I committed? How do you have to
Okay, stop it again. Now, before it even got to the point of you can't have my ID, that was the other thing he should have said before. You can't have my ID. When she asked for his ID, he should have said, am I being detained? And as soon as she says yes, then that's a non-consensual stop. He hands her his license. He either doesn't say another word, or he does say whichever way you want to go. But see, that's the way you start any conversation with a cop. And the first thing you say is, am I being detained?
I'm not defending her in any way. I
Oh,
would
yeah,
not
yeah, no, I
handle
know.
the stop this way, period. I'd come up. Let me see your driver's license, registration. There's no conversation. They have to show that. Just give me your driver's license and registration. And if they don't, they're
But at the
not
same
complying
time-
with a traffic stop.
Right.
You
But at
know,
the same
don't
time,
volunteer like, give me your driver's license. I'm not gonna.
No, but at the same time, when you're pulling somebody over, you're not pulling them over because you've like, they might have done something wrong. You're pulling them over because they did something wrong. I
Right.
saw it, and, right?
Right. So
But
I
here,
think
that's
there's
not really the case here.
there's.
So I guess
but she's not saying clearly that I caught you guys speeding. You guys were speeding. Look, show me your ID and your registration for your bikes. And if they refuse, then it takes it to a different level.
all right.
I don't know
Now-
what it depends on her and what she's stopping them for.
Right. Well, that was my point, and obviously we don't see her camera from her car were before all this went down. But let
Right.
me pose this scenario:
Sure.
what if these three and 2 or 3 others, let's say a pack of 6, I don't know how many she said, a couple of them took off. Let's say they all get on the highway on the ramp. She's behind them, and that they see her behind them. They're not speeding yet, but 2 or 3 of them just light it up and go. And then she puts her lights on, and these guys pull over, and she pulls these
Then
guys
she's
over.
pulling over the wrong people.
Exactly. So if
That's
that's
what
what happened, then these guys are, I believe, in
These-
the right to be as
yeah.
obstinate as they are about, well, we didn't do anything wrong. We just pulled over because you lit us up. We don't know that that's exactly what happened.
No. And I get
Because-
that if that was the situation, why they're saying we weren't speeding. The
Right.
other
And
guys
if that was
were.
the situation, clearly you wouldn't have pulled these 3 guys over.
No,
You would have
I
chased
would've went
and
after
radioed
them.
about the guys that lit up.
because there's nothing like a police chase. Police live for these jerks
might
that
not-
try to run from them.
She might not be
it's
allowed to
like-
chase them.
It's like, you what? You're not pulling over? Okay, let's go. You know,
Right.
A lot of
She
times
said-
with the bikes, especially, some they're not allowed.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, no, you got to let
and
them
you're
go.
probably going to lose because the bikes go fast,
They
Yeah.
just-
and it's
Well,
hard
it's
to
not
keep
even-
up with them.
It's not even the fast; it's the fact that they can lane
exactly.
split and,
Yeah.
and go places a car can't.
Where
go.
traffic jams up at the intersection, they can get through.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's why I got off the last time when I told you about when I got stopped on the way
Yeah.
way home. I
Yeah.
think that's why I got off because when I saw him behind me, I could have left. I could have lane
Right.
split and just took off. They could have
Sure.
never caught me. But
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, he's right. You know, he had my phone, he had my license number.
right.
He knows where I live now. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Gonna
you
give me
did the
my-
right
he's gonna
thing.
Give me a ticket.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think that, like you said, police like to chase. I don't think they even get excited when they see cruisers. Like, you know what I mean? Like that guy's not gonna.
Oh
bike
yeah,
can't
like
even
Harleys
go
and
over.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like they might be loud and annoying, but they're certainly not gonna light up and take off at 120. They just can't. do
Well,
it, so.
you'd be surprised. Some of them. The problem
I've
is some of
seen
them will
some.
go. Problem, some will go fast enough, but only really in a straight line.
Yeah,
As soon as you got to take a corner, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Now we got a problem.
That's a
But
good video, though. I enjoyed that.
All right, I think there's a little bit more.
Okay.
Finish it out.
Don't be like them, dude.
See, now that was not a smart thing to do. Start the
Do
bike.
not leave.
Tell me what I've
Do
done
not
wrong.
leave. I'm giving you a wrong order. You're refusing to identify yourself. That's the problem.
It's not illegal.
Do not leave.
If I've done something wrong, then I have to keep my ID. Otherwise,
You're doing
I do
something
not.
wrong.
We
right
don't
now.
hold court on the side of the
That doesn't
road.
matter. That's
Yeah.
That's because you're pressuring me for my ID. You have no right to ask me for my
I
ID.
can identify you, yes. I have the right to identify you. For the reason
Hold
why-
it. Hold it a second.
All right,
Hold it a
that's
second.
the end of it. Yeah.
Well, here's the beauty of it. If in fact he actually knows the guys that took off, and he might, because I mean, I've been in a group like that where some
Yeah.
guys would run and some guys weren't, and they might be best friends. But if they are friends, he's doing an invaluable service right now,
Yeah, of course.
keeping her tied up at the side of the road
Of course.
as they get fucking farther away.
That did not
Anyway.
even enter my mind, but you're right. This could be entirely
Yeah.
performative just to buy his buddy's time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Which again she should have gone after the guys that were actually doing it instead of wasting the time talking to these guys on the side of the road.
But the problem here is she's telling him you cannot leave. You are being detained.
Yeah.
And
Period.
unfortunately,
if he takes off,
that's the problem.
then the whole situation
look,
turns
as soon
into
as she
something.
said you are being detained and he started the bike, at that point, look, you might win a lawsuit later with your little camera evidence, but you are definitely getting close to being
You're going to
tased
jail.
or I mean, like physically stopped from taking off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So that was a good video though. That there was a lot of unknown because we didn't see the video of the bikes before they got pulled over. So
am I dropping?
You
out,
want
or
you want me to
dropping
play
out?
mine if I can?
Wait, Chip, Dr. Chip, don't you have a police related video too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I think he's frozen.
Is he frozen? Calling Dr. Chip. Dr. Chip.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's frozen, I think.
He's coming back.
He's back.
There you are. He's back.
Okay. Wow, that's really wild too, because I had full bars on the internet thing when I was off, and now I have one little teeny bar and I'm back. How does that work?
It doesn't make sense. All right. So do you have a cop video now?
You have a law enforcement video to share, Dr. Chip?
Oh, I do have one that you sent me. That's right.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it's not the one I just did.
No, it's not. It's something else. Where did the show go? There it goes. It's kind of long, though. I don't know if we'll watch the whole thing.
Atlanta police swarm a downtown block looking for a gunman and the deputy he shot.
Oh, I remember this now. Yeah.
Watson says he saw an armed man.
Pause it. The that car you just saw that like kind of parked askew there, the Honda, that's a cop car. It's an undercover cop car. So keep going.
And having watched this whole thing, I'm just going to say they're legally absolutely right about this, but there's no good guys here.
No,
none of them.
No,
none of these people are good
I agree
guys.
with that statement. Yeah,
the guy running for the cops, not a good guy. The cop chasing him, not a good guy. This guy shot at the cop, not a good guy. There are no good guys. Anyway,
so did we miss something at the beginning?
No, you'll see. Hold on, you'll see.
Okay. Now, this is something that I thought I'd never see. A citizen shoots a cop because the citizen was defending another citizen when the cop was not doing his job properly, and the citizen walked free. What happened?
It's a crazy story.
It was on film. That's what happened.
Atlanta police swarm a downtown block looking for a gunman and the deputy he shot.
He got it great.
You take a long time to set up the whole story here.
A 4.5-hour interrogation by Atlanta police.
When he got the car, I said, leave him alone. And then he turned the gun toward me and shot. And I returned the fire.
Watson says he saw an armed man chasing his brother and fired at who he thought was an attacker, not a cop.
Okay,
the video
so here's the actual footage.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right.
Stupid ad.
Capturing no lights or sirens. The video capturing no lights or sirens. Deputy Evans LaFond jumps out of the Honda in plain clothes, holding the brother at gunpoint just out of frame. Deputy LaFond is hit in the lower leg, drops his gun and tries to run for cover, then identifies himself
his
as
legs
an officer.
broke too.
Atlanta police concluded, quote, video evidence shows Sheriff Officer Evans LaFond not identifying himself as a police officer to Mr. Watson before firing his weapon.
So there's proof. He did not identify himself as a police officer. He's chasing a guy down the street in an unmarked car. He doesn't have any clothing or badges, anything showing that shows he's a police officer. And along comes this guy's brother, happens to be his brother, and sees some guy, random individual, aiming a gun at his brother. So yeah, he comes to his defense. And you, Mr. Deputy, fired the shot first, and the guy returned fire. And so let's see, now that all of these facts are coming out, remember the sheriff who's going to hold these guys, the one that shot the deputy, who's going to hold him accountable? Let's see what happens now.
I'll be hit. I'll be hit.
Oh, yeah, they have a quote of this sheriff guy.
The deputy's written statement says, "I did not discharge my weapon during the incident."
Yeah, anyway, so the guy lied a little bit and fudged the facts.
So it turns out they found a shell casing next to his car, and and the other guy's was firing a different caliber, so there's no way there could be any confusion. So he did fire his weapon. And then also you'll notice that after they show a little bit more footage that shows after the shooting goes down and he's laying there, a bystander helps him I guess he asked him to. I don't know how he would know to do this, but turns on the car's undercover lights and also gets a vest or something out of the trunk and helps him put it on that shows that, that he's a police officer. So that by the time everybody else showed up, the lights are on. He's clearly identified as a cop.
And in the cop's defense, you don't have, if you're in deep cover, you can't be driving around with the vest on. Right.
And I can see how you could forget to turn the lights on in the heat of the moment too. If you're trying,
here's the thing. Who was the victim of the original guy he's chasing?
We have no idea what the crime was that incited the pursuit in the first place.
How much you want to bet it was probably that guy standing on the corner trying to sling some, weed or something,
I mean, it's not even that the cop was a bad cop. He just didn't follow a procedure in a way that he should have.
Not every cop is smart.
Well,
not only that, it's not even the cops, it's the laws. It's, it's like, look, when are we going to stop we got to stop this inner city
somebody in your car.
Of cops
At that point, I think you should flip the lights on.
What's that?
If you're chasing somebody in your car, at that point, you need to flip the lights on. Why would you expect them to stop?
I agree.
If they don't know that you're a cop, like that doesn't make any sense,
Hey, look,
and they look in the rear view, they see a Honda.
You go playing around in a war zone known as an inner city, you're going to get in a gun battle. What the hell do you think?
He should turn as soon as the guy's running, he recognized the cop, turn your lights on, and you got to get out. You got to say, stop. I'm a police or stop police.
He did say get on the ground, which is something only a cop would say.
Well, here's the thing.
You got to identify yourself.
You were never like a cop in like an inner city like Chicago or New York or Philly or anything like that, right?
No.
All right. Well, see, here's the thing. In an inner city like that, the black kids aren't just afraid of cops. It's not just cops. It's the other guys and the other gang, and you don't know who the fuck's chasing you. You don't know if it's cop, if it's a gang guy, or if it could be anybody.
No, and I totally understand that. But this cop was not operating under department regulations. Period.
And thankfully, he only got hit in the leg. So he should probably recover fully. But could have been
everybody
worse.
Involved lived.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse.
And nobody died, so it's all good. But that cop probably got fired and sued for a little bit or something. I don't know. They might not have sued him for much.
Did
the guy with the broken leg.
Suspect that he was chasing, did he get shot? I didn't catch that.
No.
The
only person that got shot was him. No,
the cop was the one.
The cop only fired one shot. The other guy fired quite a few shots. So
the guy emptied his gun after the cop shot at him. As
not smart.
That's what they train you to do. That's what they train the cops to do. Anyway,
not smart.
That's the only cop related thing I got.
All right. I think, in all fairness, we should allow Dino to share his law enforcement clip. At least this show has a theme.
Well, so far,
not good.
I got another clip about cheeseburgers.
Can you guys see this?
Oh, yeah.
Cop comes up to him and goes, "What are you doing?" or something like that. What?
Is he wearing a Wookiee mask?
I was going to say, he looks like Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Wake up. No sleeping in the park. Move along.
I'm awake. That is an alcohol. You should walk away. I'll decide that. Hand it over. I can't do that here. Compromising the area.
Compromising the area? You're bumming a park.
There is no alcohol. You have no probable cause.
I don't need probable cause. I'm conducting a welfare check.
I am fine.
This has got to be a skit.
You don't give orders here.
Last warning. Leave this position now. He thought it was just a homeless man in the park. He was dead wrong.
A deputy approaches a man sitting on a bench, accusing him of loitering and drinking in public.
It's Rambo.
The man calmly pushes back, saying there's no alcohol and no probable cause. But the officer escalates, orders him to stand, tries to search his bag, and threatens arrest. The man warns him, "You're making a catastrophic mistake." Seconds later, everything changes. Federal agents rush
undercover or
in,
something?
guns up, and reveal the truth.
Yeah.
The homeless man was actually an undercover federal agent in a 6-month operation. Now the deputy isn't in control anymore. He's in cuffs.
What's on the bench? Special Agent Miller, 6-month undercover sting. You are under arrest for obstruction of a federal investigation.
Targeting
this is
homeless
AI for sure.
people. This deputy or officer was targeting homeless people.
I don't think this is real, Dean. I think it's AI.
I do too. I'm not sure. I
Really?
mean, it's
Yeah,
a good,
did you see the part where the guy just showed up with a gun? That didn't look very real.
I mean, I like it. I like
Well,
it.
here's
You
the
know.
thing. They don't have to worry about the undercover guys. They got to worry about if that guy's Rambo.
Right?
That's what you got to worry about. That guy could literally be Rambo.
Yeah, I just happened to run across it today. I was just on YouTube a little bit, and I went, "Oh,
All right. Well, that's funny that you showed that though, because I actually have a clip that similar.
okay."
Doesn't resolve itself as neatly as that, but this is definitely actually happened here. This guy.
What I want to say to you, I mean it. You know who you are and what you are online. You know that's your business, but you're not going to do it at my expense. I was involved in things. I can't have my face on the internet.
I'm going to lean in though to the camera so you get a really good shot. And I'm not going to make any effort to obstruct my face before, during, or after this interaction. But, you know, I know stuff.
Hoorah.
You're really fucking up.
And the funny part is, the guy filming him is wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Showing him
he's the one-
exactly how to create the privacy he so seems to want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's
And you know
hilarious.
that when that guy was eyeballing him hard like that, he was trying to somehow psychically blow that guy's head up like scanners or something.
Yeah, he was staring at goats.
Exactly.
That's clearly.
Yep. Yeah.
It's clearly the program he was in.
He's a goat starer.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's the only kind of military program I could see that guy qualifying for. Truthfully, look at him. Come on. Oh, God.
Actually, that guy there's a passing. Remember, I told you I found a video of a guy playing bongos that is like my father's doppelganger. And it kind of shook me because my dad's been gone some years.
Wait. Before you run that clip, I just want to comment on the auditor style that we just watched, which is the silence. They don't say shit. People come up to him like, "What are you doing? Why are you taking pictures?" They accuse him of being ICE of all things lately for some reason. Are you ICE? And they do all this stuff and they don't say shit. They just stand there with their cameras. And I was going to run 2 clips and I kind of got rid of them. I thought we were kind of moved on from this subject, but now I regret it. But one of them is where 2 guys do that to the cops. And the cops come up and like, "Hey, you guys got ID? What are you guys doing out here?" And they just.
Yeah.
And if I ever did that, and I want to do that someday, do the auditor thing, I would do that for so long until they got so frustrated, and then I'd go, "I'm deaf," and see what they did then. But anyway, then there was another clip, which is even better technique, and these guys were filming somewhere, and the cops were walking up, and as the cops walked up, they're just sitting there talking about Taco Bell. Like, "Hey, what do you think of the new chalupa? I don't know. I think it's a little lame. The drive-through is kind of slow." And they just talk amongst themselves while the cops come up and try to ask them for ID and try to get their attention. And they just pretend like they're not there. And eventually they leave. It's hilarious.
like that scene in Office Space when he's walking through and his boss is, hey, yeah, and he just swerves, just a perfect hip swerve right around the guy. He doesn't acknowledge his presence in any way.
Exactly how they act, like they're not even there. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to get back to you. I've got a meeting with the Bobs.
All right, let's see this other clip you got.
All right. Yeah, only for a second. And really only Dr. Chip and then my family members and friends are going to get anything out of this, just because the resemblance is striking. I'll just get to the guy himself. Look at that guy. The mustache, the glasses, the eyebrows,
send
the
you
hair.
this saying it was you look like your dad?
If you did, must have been a long time ago.
I did a long while ago.
But this guy, I guess that's
he's a percussionist.
We want to.
We got to be careful.
Sure. Exactly. I'll get in trouble for the music. But yeah, that guy is the spitting image of my dad.
That's hilarious.
Miss you too. But yeah,
I used to tell everybody that was always my dream gig. I always just wanted to be a lead cowbell in Santana. Not rhythm. Lead. Only lead.
Lead. Cowbell.
Because you know what every song needs? More cowbell.
I love that. That's a good bit.
Yeah.
Funny.
So you say you had a cheeseburger clip?
I do. You don't remember this clip? You sent it to me.
Kind of hungry. Oh, yeah, maybe I did. I'll remember when I see it.
You sent it to me, buddy.
I could go for a cheeseburger right now.
Not this one you're not going to go for.
Oh, yeah. This is a nightmare.
Tries to serve you this.
What the hell?
All right. Pause it for a second.
McDonald's.
I just found this guy. This chef guy that does reactions, and his commentary is just great. But this is just a hideous. You'll see, this is a disaster of a meal. Those are McDonald's basic cheeseburgers on the bottom, and she's just putting a can of, melted whatever fake ass processed cheese.
You can tell the guy moderating this doesn't eat these cheeseburgers because his blood pressure is like way too low.
McDonald's burgers here, some regular cheeseburgers.
Yeah, just eat cheeseburgers.
Some nacho cheese sauce. Give this a nice quick spread. Make sure each burger is coated with that juiciness. We're just putting a nice upgrade to a very cheap meal that is so delicious.
It's not that cheap.
I was going to say, it was a cheap meal.
Six McDonald's cheeseburgers, a can of nacho cheese sauce.
Well, I got to say, just regular cheeseburgers like that are only like $1, or they're probably like $2 now. I don't know. I haven't been to McDonald's in a long time, but anyway.
And you're definitely not upgrading it.
Now I have some pre-cooked beef crumbles.
Hey, why would you call it that?
Sprinkle right on top there.
I shit myself.
Yeah.
What are beef crumbles?
Because why would you call them that? And then the little singing, the theme song, I shit myself. Classic.
All right, just load that baby up with some goodness.
Yeah,
of course,
where's the goodness?
McDonald's cheeseburger has those pickles. So I'm gonna take some pickled chips, sprinkle that around.
Pickled chips. Did you eat paint chips as a child?
So yummy. This is a great dish to serve at parties for all those McDonald's lovers. Instead of just getting a bunch of those burgers, get a nice upgrade.
Why wouldn't you just get burgers?
Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Only a crazy person would just get burgers.
All right. I just love good pickle flavors. So I'm just gonna sprinkle just a little bit of that.
Yeah, good.
Now
Whatever.
we have some chopped onions. Sprinkle that on.
Chopped onions.
Of course, nothing compares to those McDonald's onions, but these are just
Which are already on the burger.
We want to add some more of that. Make it a nice, fun surprise.
Goodness. Oh, yes, more cheese.
More
Get your hands all over it.
And now I'm going to come in with that.
45 seconds into this, and every single person is fucking dumber as a result. So, thanks for that.
That is some serious goodness.
That's some bullshit.
Guys.
It's a 0 out of 10.
Serious goodness.
At what point do you call that a freaking a grilled cheese sandwich with a lot of other shit on it?
It's a casserole. It's got to be somewhere in the Midwest.
That's just so much cheese.
It's so gross.
All right. So before we wrap up today, I should mention the rental listings I've been getting now, up over 850 listings. And, I was talking to Dr. Bob. I told him if he moved down here and learned how to edit and do stuff, I'd pay him $400 a month. So he's going to have to, first thing you're going to have to learn to do is how to get that little banner that goes by and says 904-549-9024, the Slack line.
Right. And you know what? I always ask you guys to like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. And occasionally I throw out the line, if you don't like us, you can always take back the subscription. I'm going to quit saying that though, because we lost one. Went down by one. So no, don't do that. Just subscribe and forget.
Right. You'll probably still
hit
hate
once
watch
and then forget it.
Subscribe and turn your computer off.
Right.
We are going to have merch soon. I actually have to call Dean's daughter-in-law, right? Daughter-in-law, is that what she is?
Yeah. Yes.
And order us some merch. We're going to have some hats, some T-shirts, some stickers. I've got to determine. I think since we have such a colorful logo, I'm thinking black and white shirts is all we need. Maybe put some on the front, some on the back.
I'm looking forward to seeing you, Dr. Chip, in studio with your laptop with a nice big sticker on the back of the laptop. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was thinking about going out and getting a camera. I've had a week now to think about it. And I think what I'm going to do is just go out and buy like a cheap, cheesy one. Because I think when we get you down and if we make our own studio, we'll get a couple of good ones for a couple of the good shots. And then one cheesy one for like a overall, like a fish eye kind of shot or something like that. So
I'll be happy to come down from North Carolina to help get it all hooked up.
All right, cool. I might need that. You're going to have to come down and move anyway, right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to, I've never had to move that far. You're going to have to rent trucks and drive cars. We only got the one car, right?
No, we've got two cars.
Oh, so you both got to drive cars and somebody's got to drive the truck.
Yeah.
Or you could try to tow a car behind the truck. That's always fun. Especially when you get up in the hills and you're like,
that's right.
Come on, make it.
The last two times I made long moves, I basically put all my stuff on a truck and had it sent, and then I just drove myself.
Yep.
And in fact, second when I came back, when I got back maybe 6 or 7 days before my stuff got here, which has kind of sucked.
Well, at least you're there to tell them where to put it when they get there. That's the worst when you get hooked somewhere and all their stuff's been delivered and it's like, that's not where any of this stuff goes.
Yeah, but you get also everything sleeping on the floor for a couple of days. So
yeah,
that's true. That's where you got to go buy a little stupid air mattress or something. All right. Well, I swear, I hope if it doesn't rain soon here, I can only dump my ice tray in the pool so many times, and it literally lasts like 30 seconds. So hopefully today we get some rain and we'll get out of here. If anybody can do a rain dance or something.
You have to go to the beach and swim out to the buoys to get cool.
Right.
What's that?
You have to go to the beach and swim all the way out to the buoy just to get cool, get to the deeper water.
Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about doing that. Get my fat ass on the bike and ride to the beach. It's funny. It's like, it's so sad now. Like exercise for me now is like walking up to the top of the bridge and back. Get home and I'm all winded and, jump in the hot pool.
Right.
All right. Let's get up out of here. We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Thanks, guys.